Alex stands centered, staring straight into the camera. His eyes are fixed wide, no movement, no shift in his posture. The entire background is bright, blank, unbroken white. He holds the silence for 3 full seconds. Then the white begins to shift. Faint lines of gold push through the brightness, splitting the frame clean into 2. The glow grows brighter, warm enough to see it bleed out around the edges of Alex's shoulders. 2 distinct paths solidify, one on each side. Each path glows with soft, steady light. The path on the left has words burned sharp into the glow, working forever. The path on the right holds a second line, just as clear. Money working for you. Alex doesn't move. He doesn't look away from the camera. What if I told you that right now, while you're sitting here watching this video, some people's money is growing completely automatically, without them lifting a finger to do a single thing? And what if the only reason your money isn't doing that for you is because nobody ever bothered to teach you this one simple concept? Jamie steps into the frame. He slumps forward, every line of his body pulled down by exhaustion. He doesn't look at the camera. He stares at the ground, one shoulder hunched higher than the other. An empty wallet hangs loose in his hand. Behind him, a printed calendar clicks into view, page by page. It starts with January. It flips once, then again, then faster. The pages blur, months flying past one after another, so fast the edges tear. Jamie lifts his head. He holds out a thick stack of bills to his landlord, takes back a receipt, and shoves it in his pocket. He hands over more cash to a grocery store cashier, fingers brushing the cold plastic of the checkout counter. He pulls out a 20 and passes it to a gas station attendant, the paper warm from being folded in his wallet for 3 days. Every transaction pulls more money out of his stack. Every time, the stack gets thinner. He finishes the last payment, turns away, and pats his wallet closed. It's flat, no bulk left, no extra bills tucked in the side pocket. In the far corner of the frame, a plain ceramic piggy bank sits on a plain wooden shelf. It has a thick, jagged crack splitting one side straight open. There's no coin inside it to rattle. No extra change tucked away for growth, just an empty space where savings should be. Most people spend their entire lives trading time for money. They go to work, they get a paycheck, they spend every last dollar, and the whole cycle repeats, day after day, year after year, forever. The problem isn't how much you earn. The problem is that your money isn't working for you while you eat, while you sleep, while you spend time with your family. It just sits there, doing nothing. That's where this game-changing concept comes in. Compound interest. Alex walks across the frame to a blank whiteboard. He picks up a black marker from the tray at the bottom, clicks the cap open with a sharp snap, and leans in. He draws a small, round snowball at the very top of a sloped, snowy hill. He sets the marker down for a second, taps the edge of the snowball with his fingertip, and nudges it down the slope. The snowball starts rolling slow, just a little push to get it moving. With every foot it rolls, it picks up more snow from the hill. It gets bigger with every rotation. Bigger size means more surface area to catch more snow. More snow means even bigger size. The speed picks up. What started as a slow crawl becomes a steady roll, then a rapid rush down the slope. By the time it slams into the bottom of the hill, it's a massive boulder of packed snow, 10 times the size of the original ball. Text fades onto the board. Your money is the snowball. Compound interest happens when your original money earns interest. Then, that new earned interest starts earning interest of its own. Then, that interest starts earning interest too. It's exactly that snowball rolling downhill. The longer you let it roll, the bigger it gets on its own. The real secret isn't how fast you get it moving. The real secret is how long you leave it to roll. That's where all the real growth happens. The screen splits cleanly down the middle, left and right, both starting with 0 at the top of each counter. The same monthly input is marked for both, $200 every single month, for 30 straight years. On the left side, Jamie moves through each month. He pulls a stack of $200 out of his wallet, tucks it under a lumpy, worn mattress, and the digital counter clicks up by 200. This happens month after month. The counter ticks upward at the exact same speed, every single time. There's no acceleration, there's no extra growth. After 30 full years, the counter stops. It locks at $72,000. That's all. Just the total of every $200 bill Jamie tucked away. No extra added, no growth from nothing. Now look at the right side. Alex puts the exact same $200 a month into a simple, low-cost index fund with an average 8% annual return. The counter starts ticking, just like the left. For the first 10 years, it looks almost the same. A slow, steady climb. Then something shifts. The ticking speeds up. The increments get bigger. The line on the graph bends upward, steeper and steeper, until it's rocketing toward the final number. By the end of the same 30 years, The counter slams to a stop at $272,000. Jamie leans in from off-screen. His jaw drops all the way open. He can't close it. Large, bold text blasts across the entire split screen, crossing both halves. $200,000 difference. Alex lets the number hang in the air for a long beat. The bold text glows, bright against the split screen, while Jamie still stares, jaw hanging open. He can't process the gap. Same input, same time. $200,000 extra dollars, just from letting compound interest do the work. Alex steps back into the center of the frame, turns, and stares straight into the camera, just like he did at the start. His expression shifts, from clear explanation to sharp, focused gravity. The split screen fades to black. Bold, dark text pops up on the screen behind him, one slow word at a time. First, but. Then, there's. Then, a. Finally, catch. The words hang, sharp and heavy, cutting through the silence. Alex pauses dramatically, letting the words sink in. A single tick sounds in the background, low and sharp. Another tick follows it, then another. The ticks keep coming, one after another, each a little louder than the last. The volume climbs, slow but steady, until the ticking fills every second of silence. Time isn't on your side here, Alex says, unless you use it right. But here's the catch, and this is the part 90% of people get completely wrong. Compound interest has an enemy, and that enemy is probably sitting folded up in your wallet or saved in your phone right now. A dark red credit card floats slowly onto the center of the screen. A tiny black villain cape unfurls behind it. An evil cackle plays low under the ticking, which fades to let the new threat take focus. Digits start multiplying across the card's surface, climbing higher and faster with each second. 20%, then 24, then 29. The numbers keep going, stretching the edge of the screen. On a side panel, Jamie's total savings shrink smaller and smaller, pixel by pixel. The credit card puffs up bigger and bigger, fattening on the money it's stealing. Deep, ominous music rumbles under the whole sequence. Here's the truth most people never learn. Compound interest doesn't just work one way. When it works for you, it builds your wealth slowly, steadily, over decades. When it works against you like it does on credit card debt, with 20% annual interest, it destroys your wealth just as quickly and automatically. The average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt right now. At 20% annual interest, that debt doubles in just 3.8 years. That happens even if you never spend another single dollar on the card again. You can stop charging today, and the compounding will still keep growing your debt without you lifting a finger. This is exactly why the rich get richer, and everyone else gets stuck spinning their wheels. The rich have compound interest working for them, growing their money every single day. Most people have compound interest working against them, eating away at what little they manage to save. Alex holds up a clean whiteboard with 3 numbered steps, written in bright clear ink. The first step shows an illustration, a blade cutting a credit card straight down the middle. The second shows a tiny seed being planted into soft dirt, with a $1 sign printed on its side. The third shows a huge mature tree growing from that seed, with bills hanging like leaves from every branch. The whole screen glows with bright, optimistic, warm colors. So this is the simple 3-step plan to flip compound interest to work for you, not against you. Step 1. Kill your high-interest debt first. Any debt that charges you more than 7% interest destroys more wealth than you could ever build by investing. Pay it off as aggressively as you can. This is your highest guaranteed return, no exceptions. Step 2. Start investing, even if you only have a tiny amount to put in. $50, $100, whatever you can spare right now. Time matters far more than the size of your starting amount when it comes to compound interest. Starting just 10 years earlier can easily double your final outcome. Step 3. Never touch it. The biggest mistake people make is pulling all their money out when the stock market drops for a month or two. That snowball needs time to roll down the hill. It needs room to pick up more weight, more speed, more growth. Let it keep rolling, no matter what temporary swings the market throws at you. Each step is simple. Each step requires one clear action. No complicated tricks. No hidden fine print. Just consistent, deliberate choices that let compounding do the heavy lifting for you. Alex turns back to the whiteboard, picks up his marker, and writes the number 72 inches big, bold strokes across the blank space. He draws a thick arrow, then writes out a simple formula in clear, easy-to-read letters. 72 divided by your annual interest rate equals the number of years it takes for your money to double. Animated examples pop up one after another next to the formula. The first, 72 divided by 8 equals 9 years. The second, 72 divided by 10 equals 7.2 years. Jamie leans in to look at the board, and a cartoon light bulb fades in over his head. Here's a simple bonus trick that changes how you look at every investment and every debt you own. It's called the Rule of 72. It takes less than 5 seconds to calculate in your head, and it gives you an exact, reliable number you can trust. Take the number 72, divide it by your annual return rate, and that gives you the exact number of years it takes to double your money. At an 8% annual return, 72 divided by 8 is 9. Your money doubles every 9 years. At a 10% annual return, it doubles every 7.2 years. This formula works exactly the same way for debt too. Got a credit card with 24% annual interest? 72 divided by 24 is 3. Your debt will double in just 3 years. Now you can see why paying only the minimum balance every month is a trap that keeps you broke forever. You don't need a fancy calculator. You don't need a finance degree. One quick division, and you know exactly what you're dealing with. Jamie walks through the frame, starting exactly where we saw him before. Worried, hunched, stuck in the same old cycle. Step by step, he follows the 3-step plan we just laid out. First, he pulls out his high-interest credit card, grabs a pair of scissors, and cuts it straight into 4 clean pieces. He drops the scraps into a trash bin, closes the lid, and turns away. Next, he pulls out his phone, taps open an investing app, and taps in his first small deposit. That deposit plants his money seed in the ground. A time-lapse sequence starts rolling right over the frame. The tiny seed pushes through the topsoil. It grows into a thin sapling, then thickens into a strong trunk. Branches spread wide, leaves fill out the canopy. Decades pass on the animation's calendar, 1 year flipping after another. When the sequence stops, older Jamie sits back comfortably under the tree's full shade. Dollar bills fall gently from the branches, piling up soft and deep around his feet. The good news is this: it's never too late to start. It's also never too early. The best time to start building your compound snowball was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now, today. A single $1,000 investment you make today at 8% annual return turns into $10,000 in 30 years. And you don't have to do a single extra thing after that first deposit. The money does all the work for you. Alex faces the camera directly again. A glowing subscribe button animates onto the lower third of the screen. A blurred thumbnail for the next video pops up on the side, covered with a big question mark. Text pops up that reads, "What's next?" Alex points straight at the thumbnail. Now you know the core concept that separates people who build long-term wealth from people who spend their whole lives wondering where all their money went. Subscribe to get a new video every week that breaks down simple money concepts that actually work. Next time, we're going to cover the exact low-cost index funds that let compounding work hardest for you, even if you only have $1 to get started. Drop a comment below. How old were you when you first learned about compound interest? I read every single comment, and I reply to as many as I can.